This is channel Newzizz Boring, starring Daniel Manzavo. My name is Daniel Manzavo, and today we'll be discussing the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. We will have special interviews with political figures from China, South Korea, Japan, and America. I now switch to our interviewer, Daniel Manzavo 2.0. Thanks, Daniel. The political effects of the coronavirus in advanced economies could be as substantial as economic effects. Country leaders such as those from South Korea, America, China, and Japan have been sharply criticized for mishandling the virus. I will be having special interviews with each of these political figures to see what they have to say. First up in the studio, we have South Korean President Moon Jae-in.
Thank you, Mr. Manzavo. I'd like to start off by ordering my country to end with the nonsense to remove me from office.
Okay, let's start with that. Why have your citizens started a petition to kick you out of office?
The people of my country are angry that I have not shut out the Chinese. Would you ban out those innocent Chinese?
I don't believe I would.
Exactly, it's all just a misunderstanding. I'm only banning those with the Wuhan virus. I wouldn't. Achoo! Sorry, excuse me. I have allergies.
Hello, it fascinates me to be interviewed by an American.
Sure. Anyway, speculation is growing that you may be forced to leave office earlier than expected. Why is that? It sounds like the homeland of Japan is making me resign. No, I am resigning willingly because I cannot do this. I cannot let this tragedy such as the Diamond Princess stain my family's honor. Every day my rulership falls as people see that my authority is failing. Why don't you blame the Chinese president?
I do not want to offend China and cause another problem.
So what have you done to help the people of Japan? I am giving medical protection to those over the age of 65. Now instead of just giving tests to Chinese immigrants, I am giving tests to everyone with possible symptoms. All people do is joke about this disaster. I know, there's so many coronavirus jokes. It's a pandemic.
You mean pandemic?
Yeah, never mind. Thank you for your time.
As always, it is a pleasure to be interviewed by an American.
Sure. The broadest impact of the virus in political and economic terms is likely to be in the epidemic's epicenter, China. There is little reason to expect that the Chinese Communist Party's apparatus of censorship and repression can clamp down on the dissent, even though it is obvious that the Communist Party covered up the virus impact in its early weeks, allowing it to spread. The bigger question is whether China can get its economy back running now that the virus is under control. To answer, we have Chinese President Xi Jinping. Unfortunately, for the sake of everyone's health, Xi Jinping is on air and will not meet us in person. Hello, Mr. President.
Greetings from China.
Alright, Mr. President, it has now been 6 weeks since you called for a full-scale resumption of economic activity, yet the economy is still working below normal capacity. Why?
The methods by which Beijing is trying to restart the economy and encouraging local governments and state-owned firms to borrow and spend more only exacerbate existing problems of excessive indebtedness and inefficiency. It is not guaranteed that our economy returns to its previous pattern of 6% annual growth, and if it does, this may be achieved only by a new destabilizing debt binge that further entrenches the role of inefficient state-owned firms in the homeland of China's economy.
What about your country's quarantine?
Our quarantine treatment looks likely to succeed in defeating this natural virus.
What, you think the virus isn't natural?
No, I mean, yes, yes, I think this virus is natural. Thank you for your time.
Okay. Now we're going out of the studio for a while and we're going to question some random people. Hey, you sir, how are you today, sir?
Quite good, and you?
Can't complain. Can you justify Trump's decision to fire the U.S. pandemic response team in 2018 to cut costs?
What? No.
You have to answer.
I'm leaving and you can't stop me.
Oh, but I can. You cannot leave till you answer. Just this one question, please. I'm not even recording you.
Then why do you have a camera? Get that camera out of my face. Stop recording me.
Just justify it.
Stop recording me. I'm going to call the cops on you right now. I'm going to call the authorities.
We just want to understand. Tell us.
No, shut up. I'm going to call the cops right now. You do not have permission to record me. This is copyright infringement.
We just want you to justify.
Hello? Yes, there's a man out here recording me. Just stop.
Sorry everyone, we'll be back in a sec. Hey everyone, welcome back to channel News is Boring. We now resume our interviews with Daniel Monzavo 2.0. Now to you, Daniel. Thanks, Daniel. We have just settled our disputes with our last random interview. I guess we'll just have to go back to the studio. Now that we're back in the studio, we can, wait. We're getting a phone call from Donald Trump. Alright, let's see what he has to say. Hello?
We need to build a wall.